The Reggae Boyz have a new manager in town, but it's a name you would never expect to manage the Jamaican national team. It is Steve McClaren. I mean, I am shocked at this hiring. Let's break it down and see what the ultimate goal is in hiring Steve McClaren as the Jamaican national team manager. So here's the news, people, straight from the JFF. The Jamaican Football Federation has appointed Stephen McClaren as the head coach of the senior men's national team with a 2-year contract aimed at guiding the Reggae Boyz towards the World Cup in 2026. The president of the Jamaican Football Federation, Michael Ricketts, has expressed great optimism about the appointment. We are truly elated to announce the appointment of McClaren as head coach of the Reggae Boyz. We are confident we made the right decision. We are looking forward to him guiding our nation towards the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We're going to break it down here, people. McClaren has expressed great excitement taking charge of the Reggae Boyz. I'm extremely proud and excited to take up the position of the head coach for the Jamaican men's national team. I had no hesitation in accepting the position that is ideally suited to me at this stage of my career. Prior to returning to Manchester United for a second spell, I spent time at FIFA as a technical advisor on their global eco-analysis project. Jamaica was one of the teams I worked with, and I quickly came to realize the potential this country possesses. In the years since, the potential has grown significantly, and there's every reason to believe that with the continued hard work and development, a bright future lies ahead. McClaren's coaching career includes significant achievements with Manchester United, the England national team, and clubs like Middlesbrough and FC Twente. The Reggae Boyz will commence their campaign in the 24-25 edition of the Nations League on September 6th against Cuba, and yada yada yada. Okay. I mean, I actually don't know how to react to this, people, because the Reggae Boyz and Hogginson, they mutually parted ways. And Hogginson is a pretty good coach when it comes to national team managers, and obviously he took the job at Ireland. And the issue I had with maybe Hogginson is too defensive football, and a lot of Jamaicans expressed that attitude as well, that, we didn't really see the good possession style of football. We could really improve on that. He was really good at Middlesbrough. Obviously won the League Cup. I think he made it to the UEFA Cup final. I think that's so. After 20, he obviously won the Eredivisie. Since then, it's been abomination after abomination. Yeah, he had a good spell at Derby County. Newcastle was a disaster. Went back to Derby. Yeah, okay. And his last job as a head coach was 2019. And he has one experience in international football. And do you know what he did with England, people? Oh yeah, he didn't get them to qualify to the Euros. Russia and Croatia qualified out of that group. And that's my lifetime, the only time I've seen England not qualify to a major competition. So this is a really risky hiring. If we're going to be honest, this is a really risky hiring by Jamaica, because what guarantees are we going to say that, yeah, McClaren's going to play good football? There's no backing of it. If you look at a historical standpoint of Steve McClaren, no. So is this more of just a big name? Oh, he was assistant coach at Manchester United. He's worked with Eric Ten Hag. That's not how it should be. You should hire McClaren because you look at the profile players you have. You look at Damari Gray. You look at Leon Bailey, Mikel Antonio, all of these guys. Shamar Nicholson. You're like, okay, if we could get an attacking manager who likes to play that attacking style of football, these players are really going to flourish. Steve McClaren? Are we serious here? Okay, yeah, Steve McClaren could probably do well against Dominica after Dominica gave a good game to Jamaica. I watched the game in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. But how is Steve McClaren going to do against a USA, against a Mexico, against now Panama, even though Jamaica did beat Panama in the Nations League in March? I'm not too sure. Look, I got the kid on, people. There is nothing more I would love to see than Jamaica play at the next World Cup. Do you know how insane that would be? I didn't really remember 1998, so I don't have that etched in my memory. But going to see Jamaica qualify for World Cup would be sensational. The kits would be fire. But now, Steve McClaren, I don't know if he got tired of fish and chips, mushy peas, pies, and he was like, you know what? I want oxtail. I want the, oh my God, what's the pastry called? Is it called patties? I think it's called patties from Jamaica. Or jerk chicken or whatever. Rice and peas. Maybe he wants that. Because I don't know how you Jamaicans feel about this hiring. Is this sort of a confidence booster like, yes, we got the right guy who's going to take us to the World Cup? I don't think you can say that with Steve McClaren. Yeah, okay, You hear the name, you're like, okay, he's worked in football for a long time, but I just don't feel a lot of confidence with this hiring. I think he can give those nice words and say, yeah, I used to work with Jamaica when I was working with FIFA and all this sort of stuff. Okay, cool. But it's a different matter when you're working for the federation. Because we know the JFF, it's a debacle. It's one of the fire festivals of national teams across the world, not just CONCACAF, across the world. I really hope this is going to work out, because if it doesn't, and this is a great opportunity for Jamaica to qualify to World Cup. With no USA, no Mexico, and no Canada in the qualifiers, you're looking at either Panama, Costa Rica, and Jamaica to qualify out of CONCACAF. Anything other than not qualifying is shambolic and a disaster. They must. And you saw when they were... Let me bring out back the statement they made. Look at the statement. Look at the statement again. Every second word is about nation towards the 2026 World Cup. Towards the 2026 World Cup. It's all about qualifying to the World Cup. Nothing short of it. You must book your ticket to the United States or Mexico or Canada. It is a must. Is Steve McClaren going to do that, though? I can't say that. I really can't. Yeah, he's had some good managerial jobs, like he did at FC Twente Middlesbrough. That was 15 years ago. 15 years ago. Was Lamine Yamal even born then? A couple of years. It was a couple... I just hope for all my Jamaican sake that this is going to work out and that this is actually going to be a good hiring from the federation. Because in recent years, you can't trust this federation. Why did they should have sacked Tupper Whitmore, a.k.a. the Jamaican Frank Lampard, earlier on. But they didn't. And they kept him going, and it was just a disaster. Holgerson, I think, actually did a pretty good job. Getting third place in Nations League is no slouch. Getting a victory away in Canada is no slouch. So, yeah, okay, Holgerson, the style of football, it didn't really work out in the end. But is Steve McClaren going to really improve the style of football? I mean, time will tell. But if it's just going to be the same old, okay, we're going to be defensive, midfield's not really going to create, then we're just going to rely on individual brilliance up top, which we have. Really? Okay. I hope it works for Jamaica. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not confident. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, people. With the hiring of Steve McClaren, is this now a guarantee that Jamaica will qualify to the World Cup? Or are you now more hesitant on their hopes and their odds of qualifying? Because I'm a little bit worried. But we'll see when the groups come out for the qualifiers and that sort of stuff. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for more World Cup qualifying content. We will be dropping soon the Asia third round. And we'll be talking about CONCACAF when it returns. All that beautiful stuff. But have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. And Steve McClaren is actually the Jamaican national team manager. What a world we live in. What a world.